Hey, Shalom Akim. First and foremost, I'm going to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Kakodash. Double honor to the true leaders of the nation of Israel in these last days. Great millstone, also known as GMS. Salutations to the Most High's men in the four corners of the earth, pushing his word, sincerity, and the truth. And shalom to the sisters that support and subscribe wholeheartedly to the message of deliverance and salvation of Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai. This is your brother Banyunyan from GMS, Mississippi. Today I have in transit a topic going into the book of Ecclesiasticus, also known as the book of Sirach, chapter 4, verse 30. And it says, "Be not as a lion in thine own house, nor frantic among thy servants." So the point and topic that I want to bring out of this lesson is being as a lion in thine house. You know, a tyrant, this barbarian who walks around always full of rage. You know the old sitcom Lifetime, where you got the angry man that comes home from work, or the angry man who drinks himself to oblivion, and all he does is act in a tirade or an irrational rage, or full of moments and stuff like that. So today's topic is just covering that, because the scriptures say that surely oppression maketh the wise man mad. But the Heavenly Father is all about balance. You can't be full of anger and not have a balance of some type of pleasantry. You can't be full of happiness and not have a balance of some type of humbling event happening in your life. So if you are coming into knowledge of being a lion in thine house, always being imbalanced, always being irate, always being angry, mad, upset, about any and everything, you really just got to pray to the Heavenly Father to give you some comfort. Pray to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai to give you some type of easing, because your mind is at disease. Whether it's demons that are walking with you continuously, or whether it's demons that's jumping on and off of you, plaguing the thoughts of your mind, plaguing you as you rest upon your bed, plaguing you as you try to be rational and think of spiritual things. Satan comes in and gives you that devil's advocate choice. He comes in with something slick, comes in with something sly. But Yahushai, he's not the author of confusion, and an unjust weight is an abomination to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. So finding that moment to where you can be tough, you can be direct, you can be quote unquote yourself. It has to have a perfect balance of listening, a perfect balance of keeping your mouth closed sometimes, a perfect balance of understanding. Because when rage comes before understanding is set, then that's always a setup for a mistake to be made. That's always a setup for you have to come back and apologize for something. Not saying that you're not going to slip, fall, stumble, and have to apologize for certain things. But if you can be mindful of it at its pre-nature state, then that can help out the scenario in its post-nature state. And that's what it's all about: living, learning, growing, adapting, adjusting, and being better. Being better. Because at the end of the day, as we endure this walk, the situations and scenarios are going to change. And if you're discomforted in the current estate to the max, to where your back's against the wall, and you really don't see any alternative or any way out, and you just hasten the day, and you're putting the Heavenly Father on a time clock, you're putting him on a schedule of deliverance, and you're expecting this package, and if it doesn't come in a particular moment in time, then you're going to go haywire. You can't let that be it. You gotta the scriptures say to constantly endure. So with constantly enduring, you have to listen to those things that are being said to you, whether it's an outsider or an onlooker. Listen to those things that are being said and examine yourself whether or not those things be true. And if some of those things be true, then add, modify, and or delete whatever characteristic or trait that it is, because it's nothing but a hindrance in your spiritual growth. Because you can't see, no man can see clearly when he's full of rage. know. So if you're being brolic and you walking around as a roaring lion in your own domain, then nobody is at peace. Everyone's at misery. No one has any peace in that particular state. It's impossible. The scripture said that misery loves company, you know, and we're bitter in this truth. And that bitterness can just bleed off into every avenue of our life, whether it's with our woman, whether it's with our children, whether it's on a job, whether it's on the roadway, you know, road rage and altercations, arguments. All of that stuff comes from what's within. But pray to Yahweh Shem and Hawashai that he brings peace upon your soul, peace upon your spirit, gives you those spiritual gifts to grow. Until next time, I say shalom.